So you have a chunk of clay for your bird. You're gonna divide that in half and set one of the halves to the side. And the other half you're gonna use for the bird. I'm going to choose yellow to color my bird. So you are just putting that yellow from the water-based marker onto the clay and sort of massaging the clay to distribute that yellow color. I'm actually going to put this chunk of clay back inside the baggie with the toothpicks inside so it doesn't dry out too much, since this is gonna take me a little too long to keep it out. Okay, so you continue to massage the color into the clay until you get the saturation that you want. I'm just going to keep it kind of like light and swirly for time purposes. Once you have the color in there, you are going to make a sphere using this part of your hands. Kind of hit it against your hand. You can also use the surface of a table. So you have your little ball for the bird. So now you are going to start pulling one end, and eventually this end is going to turn into the tail. So you want to pull like that, and you want to kind of curve up, okay? As you are pulling, and since this is air dry clay, the clay is going to start to dry. So you want to smooth out those cracks as soon as they appear. And then continue. Shaping your bird. You can make it a little more slender if you want to. Give it a longer tail. I'm gonna curve mine just a little more. And there is the shape of my bird. I'm gonna set this to the side, and I'm going to get the other chunk of clay in here. And I'm still gonna keep the toothpicks in the baggie. Let's make the base, let's do purple. So again, you're gonna put as much of the marker as you want to, depending on how saturated you want it to be. For time purposes, I am leaving this just kind of swirly, like a swirly purple. And for the base, you can basically shape it any way you want to. It can be shaped just like this, like an even base or rock, right? You can also make it into a sphere. You can press it down and kind of give it like a cube shape, however you want to. Now the next step is for you to take the toothpicks. I would do a couple of eyes. Oh, I forgot the beak. Let's do the beak. You're just gonna pinch the beak like that. The eyes are gonna stay there. If you want to, you can use some other clay for eyes. or wings. There are the eyes. I'll take one more chunk. To do another little wing. And then I'm going to smooth this down again. I'm going to insert the toothpicks. And then I'm going to insert, now that they're legs, I'm going to insert those inside the base. You don't want to leave them too high up because then it'll be too wobbly. Now, if you feel like it's not very sturdy, like it might be too heavy as it dries, just set it to the side. And then once it's dried, you can pick it up. And you have your little birdie.